I was able to design my charter school by gleaning best practices from charter schools across the country. I was very fortunate to get a fellowship through Building Excellence Schools, and I spent a year traveling the country doing a residency at another high-performing charter school, and really looking to see what would work for my community, taking a piece from here and a piece from there, and then bringing together the model to bring back to Pico Union. I was able to visit many of the schools on the East Coast, many of the Uncommon schools. I did a residency in Bed-Stuy with Uncommon Leadership Prep, and I took a lot of the primary practices that they did there and translated them for the students of Pico Union. So we were very thoughtful about structures. We took the idea of a longer school day. We took the idea of a smaller group size for literacy, knowing that at the elementary grades, literacy is really what's going to make the difference for our students. We also took the joy and celebration that you could bring, even starting at kindergarten. While you had a longer school day, you could celebrate learning in a way that I hadn't seen before. It's a cheer for every celebration and every moment of learning that we had. Is really active learning in that way, with the structured components were the pieces that I took back to Equitas. Well, much like the amazing models that I had the opportunity to visit, we saw that they were really making a difference. And taking those same practices and bringing them to Equitas, we did see that we were able to break the achievement gap for our students. Equitas serves 95% of our students are Latino, 100% of our students are students of color, and even early on, when we were looking at academic outcomes, we could see that our students were performing on par with what the state was performing, or white students were performing. Our Latino students, our students of colors, were really were outperforming the students around them and Latino students in the state. And so we really saw that our practices were working and that we could build upon them. I really think focusing on the needs of the community. We have very strong parent partnerships. We invite parents in. We invite them to participate 40 hours a year. And what that really looks like is 4 different touches once a month. So if there's a parent conference, we consider that parent participation, because anytime we can strengthen the relationship between the parent and the child, we really feel like the school wins, or we all win. We're all working together. We have family nights. We have fun Saturday workshops. We ask parents to think of ways that they can contribute to the school. We look to individualize what participation looks like. Some of our moms want to take home things that our kindergarten teachers need to cut and have ready for the next day, and that's a way that our moms have asked to participate, because they can do it at home while they're watching siblings. Another one of I think our signature practices is our idea of structure. We think through how to maximize every minute of the time that we have with kids. So we are very focused on minimizing transitions. We want to make sure our kids are getting from one activity to the next activity, because the more time we can focus on learning, we know that our students are going to win in that as well. We have a strong enrichment program where we look to have well-rounded students. So we have arts, we have public speaking, we have dance, different ways that students can engage in learning, but we really focus on the core subjects of math and literacy, and make sure that students are performing at or above grade level in those areas. The way that we open our school would be an example of our use of time. We start early. We start at 7:30, and everything is done with precision. So doors open at 7:15. Students come in. They have an assigned line. The line is taped with a certain color that leads them to their classroom. Each child, we have many students at each of our schools, get a handshake. The handshake is done with every student giving eye contact, saying good morning. That student then walks forward to a pathway that we've designated to their teacher who greets them. There is an organized way that we teach students to take the homework folder out of their pocket. They put their backpack between their legs so that we're not putting it on the ground. We time this so it's the most efficient way. We teach it, we celebrate our students when they do it correctly, and then they enter into classroom. So we are in learning within 5 minutes in a very orderly way. It's very quiet, it's very focused on the students and creating a great opening to the day of learning. So we have a K-8 experience right now. We have several schools that are elementary and middle school, and we're looking to partner with local high schools that share our mission of getting our kids to college. We have looked at opening our own high school, but we're not there yet, and so we have a high school placement program that we have that we put into place to help find or match great high schools with our students, but we're very early on in that process. The neighborhood options for our students are limited. There are several large high schools, and they have small programs within the high schools that are college bound, but not every student that enters our local high schools are really provided with the coursework necessary to have them even apply for college. And we really want to continue our mission of getting all of our kids to and through college. And so currently there does not exist enough public options to get all of our students to and through college in Pico Union. I'm very lucky to have my own daughter start at Equitas. We call all of our students scholars, and so my child will be a scholar in this new kindergarten class that we have. And I wonder, about, as any parent does, what her education will be like. I feel very privileged that I know that every teacher that she's going to touch at Equitas is really focused on her success and really creating a strong school experience. So when my daughter worries about kindergarten, I can reassure her that she's going to have a great education, and that's what I want for all families, is that they had that same type of peace of mind to know that they're sending their child to a great school. And I feel very privileged to be able to confidently tell my daughter that she's going to have a great experience.